Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel General Hospital Official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Boxing Sunny appeared to be having a heart attack. Alexis summoned Sunny to her office to discuss their custody battle with Ava. Alexis was pleased to inform Sunny that the money Nicholas gave Ava after the divorce was not his to give, thus it was removed from her and now belongs to 2-year-old Ace. Sunny was overjoyed by the news and thanked Alexis for the information. Alexis admitted that she wanted a favor in return. "I want you to take Charlie's from Christina," she instructed a perplexed Sunny. Alexis emphasized that she did not want Christina involved in any of Sunny's companies. He claimed that Charlie's was valid, but Alexis still thought having Christina in charge was unwise. "If you let her keep Charlie's, sooner or later, she's going to end up on the FBI's radar," Alexis told him. Sunny understood Alexis' reasoning but did not want to deal Christina another emotional blow. Alexis had to understand that Sunny would not budge. After leaving Alexis' office, Sunny visited his boxing gym. While shadowboxing in the ring, he experienced additional chest pain and dropped to the floor. Ava paid Laura a visit in her office. They exchanged light chat about Lulu before Ava cut to the chase. Her custody battle for Avery was becoming expensive, and Ava was broke as a result of mysterious Cassadine family members stealing all of her money. Laura regretted informing Ava that Ace was now the sole Cassadine heir, and there was nothing she could do. An upset Ava urged Laura to help her get the money back, but Laura said, "That's just not going to happen." Laura believed Ava was entitled to the money, but it was out of her control. Ava was terrified to discover that Alexis was the trustee. Ava's next destination was Alexis' office. Alexis quickly shut the door in Ava's face. Valentin stormed inside the Prague cafe and confronted Lulu and their daughter. "Hi, Charlotte. Having a good visit with your mother?" the man inquired. Charlotte thanked Papa for allowing her to visit Lulu. Valentin begged Charlotte to let him and Lulu talk discreetly, so she sat at another table. Valentin praised Lulu on her miraculous recovery, so Lulu told him she was well enough to bring Charlotte home with her. Valentin was not going to let that happen. "Charlotte has not had you for 4 years. She's been with me, and she's going to continue to be with me," Valentin told you. Lulu contended that living on the run was not an appropriate lifestyle for a teenage girl. "It's not fair for her to live in this kind of world away from her friends. That cannot be the kind of life that you want for Charlotte," according to Lulu. Valentin thought Lulu was being arrogant, pointing out that Lulu and Charlotte had barely had a connection. "You are just an intriguing person for Charlotte to have lunch with every once in a while. You're a mother in name only. I am the only parent Charlotte has known for most of her life. I am not abandoning her," said the father. Lulu insisted that Valentin would not abandon Charlotte if she sent her to live a normal life in Port Charles with her mother. "Eventually, whoever is chasing you will find you. I just want to make sure that our daughter is not in the line of fire," she stated. Valentin told Lulu that Anna had shot Charlotte last year, proving that Charlotte would not be safe in Port Charles. Lulu refused to believe Anna would do such a thing, but Valentin explained that it was an accident caused by Victor convincing Charlotte that Anna was a threat to Valentin. Charlotte had recovered physically, but she was still having nightmares. Lulu and Valentin agreed that they both wanted what was best for Charlotte. Lulu reminded Valentin that whatever was after him would eventually locate both him and Charlotte. "It might not end well," she warned. Lulu almost had Valentin convinced until Dante walked in and approached Charlotte's table. "You set me up," Valentin said angrily. Dante tried to reassure Valentin that he came on his own. "He's either with the cops, or he led someone right to us," Valentin said, which was correct, as a gunman was on a roof outside. Christina invited Lucas to see Charlie's because she discovered a photo of Wiley and Lucas from when Wiley was a baby, which she assumed belonged to Julian. Christina was pleased with the modifications she had made at Charlie's. As Lucas reflected on his 2 years of growing Wiley with Brad, he brought up the situation with Willow on Christmas Eve. He tried to be empathetic to Willow's plight, but conceded she's made some poor decisions lately, and he was even more horrified by Drew. He refuses to take any responsibility. He's even attempting to use Sam's death as an excuse for his affair with Willow, Lucas revealed. Christina, like Lucas and the crowd, was terrified when she heard that section. "That is so incredibly disrespectful to Sam's memory," she exclaimed. "If I'd heard him say something even close to that, I'd probably just punch him in his pretty little face." Lucas admitted that he had considered it. Christina was astonished to learn that Ava had encouraged him not to. Lucas apologized for bringing up Ava's name, but it caused Christina to have a moment of clarity and maturity. The jury determined that Ava was not to blame for Christina's fall, therefore all she wanted to do was move on with her life. Lucas told Christina that he was growing closer to Ava. It began on the day of Sam's funeral, when Danny chased him out of the church, leading him and Ava to Julian's grave. Christina wanted to know how Ava helped him deal after he let loose on Willow. Christina was fascinated that their discourse revolved around how difficult it was to lose a child. As the talk developed, Lucas indicated that Ava was experiencing financial issues. Lucky joined Elizabeth at the hospital to provide emotional support during a medical review record meeting. Liz informed Lucky he could leave, so he listened to her but promised to call when it was over. Liz stepped into the conference and discovered Portia and Terry with the hospital lawyer. The lawyer immediately wanted to ask her some questions. Elizabeth felt as if she was being ambushed, and she threatened to leave unless she knew about Dex's autopsy before saying anything else. Terry promptly informed her what everyone had known all along. Dex had perished from a deadly digitalis injection, just like Sam. Elizabeth didn't want to speak up without a lawyer, but Terry told her that she wasn't being accused of anything. Portia described it as an informational review. As the lawyer questioned a silent Liz, Rick rushed in to intervene. Rick asked Liz to accompany him, but Portia tried to stop them. Liz didn't care and did as Rick instructed. However, the lawyer stopped her before she could get through the door. They discovered a third patient who died of a heart attack in August. Liz opened her mouth to explain, but Rick prevented her from implicating herself. Portia emphasized that Elizabeth would be suspended if she did not respond to the lawyer's queries. After leaving the hospital, Lucky went to the boxing gym, where he ran into Isaiah. Lucky asked Isaiah if he had seen Elizabeth, admitting it was driving him insane not to be with her. Isaiah assured Lucky that no medical record review was usual, as Liz had stated. Lucky already knew that. He was also certain that the hospital should be looking for a murderer, not someone who made a mistake. Isaiah also recommended Lucky to stay in town and be available for Elizabeth, so he came by Charlie's to apply for the bartender position. Trina invited Kai to the Jerome Gallery and her favorite painting. Kai knew she had brought him there because that was the last place anyone would seek for him. Trina told him that he couldn't be more wrong. She stated that she wanted him to visit her favorite destination on the planet. She also sought his opinion on the painting she admired so much. Kai was less impressed with the painting than Trina was. "It has too many scribbles for me. It reminds me of something my little cousin would do," he told me. Trina admitted that she thought the same thing when she initially saw it, but she looked closer. She was mesmerized by the painting's colors and composition. Kai told Trina that he was no longer looking at the painting, which surprised her. He looked at her. Trina asked Kai to look at the painting and tell her what he saw on second glance. Kai offered her the right response. "This painting reminds me of you because every time I look at you, I see something new, too," he told me. Next on General Hospital. Someone takes a shot at Valentin. Sasha has some news for Michael. Drew extends an invitation. Sidwell's new obsession revealed Lucy gets entangled in dangerous web. According to General Hospital spoilers, Jen Sidwell will remain in Port Charles, thus he will require assistance in navigating this new area. Lucy Coe will step up to make Sidwell a prominent participant in PC, but she has other motivations. Lucy's universe revolves around deception and making it as effective as possible. According to GH spoilers, Lucy will see dollar signs in her eyes the moment she meets Sidwell and discovers he has a large fortune. Lucy wants to develop deception and take it to the next level, so she sees a great chance here. Sidwell's wealth will make him an appealing person to be around, so it won't be long before Lucy is flirting and buttering him up. Lucy will begin advertising deception and attempting to get him to invest because Sidwell possesses the necessary riches and connections. Sidwell will determine he is on board, but he may have ulterior intentions. Of course, everyone else at Deception will see Sidwell as a walking red sign, but Lucy is willing to look past his bad reputation. Despite all the doubters, Lucy may believe she can take Sidwell and whatever he throws at her. This might easily lead to Lucy and Sidwell combining business and pleasure. Will Sidwell realize Lucy is girlfriend material and become obsessed with her? Lucy clearly appears to be the type of lady who can capture Sidwell's attention in more than one manner, so it will be interesting to see how their relationship evolves over time. If Lucy allows herself to be carried up in a tangled affair, she may face heartbreak and terrible peril. One thing is certain, Sidwell is a nasty guy who is bound to wreak further trouble. The longer Sidwell remains in Port Charles, the more people will be affected by any subsequent crimes he commits. According to General Hospital teasers, Lucy will have to keep an eye on herself once she is drawn into Sidwell's hazardous web, so we'll keep you updated on any bad news. General Hospital's Steve Burton wants Michael to return and reunite with Sasha. According to General Hospital spoilers, as Michael Corinthos prepares to leave the show, his actor-Chad duo recently stopped by the Daily Drama podcast to talk with his former GH co-stars Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson. Three GH co-stars had a lot of fun, and Duel discussed a variety of topics. Chris Van Etten and Elizabeth Corte, GH's co-head writers, recently gave TV Insider a peek of what's coming up in 2025. One intriguing spoiler was the thought that Jason would spend more time in Sasha Corbin's orbit as a result of a commitment he made to Michael. Of course, Michael is about to make a surprise exit from the serial, and Burton shared his thoughts on Michael's plotline. General Hospital spoilers, Steve Burton talks Michael Corinthos and Sasha Gilmore. According to GH teasers, fans believe a romance is developing between Jason and Sasha, and it will be intriguing to watch whether this happens. During the Daily Drama chat, as they discussed Michael's current troubles with his wife, Willow Corinthos, Burton humorously provided Michael some advice. He believes Michael should let Willow go, after all she has done, and reunite with Sasha. Burton said, "I think you should come back next week and just get with Sasha." As the soap films several weeks before airing, this was almost a sign that Duel had finished shooting with GH. Nonetheless, there was so much more disclosed as the three chatted on. GH spoilers, the trio talk about Jason Morgan and Sasha Gilmore. As Michael is about to go storylines, the conversation shifts from Michael and Sasha to Jason and Sasha, as Duel swiftly notes out that Stone Cold has been having scenes with Sasha recently. He even joked about Michael's uncles after two of his wives, citing Drew Quartermaine as the source of Milla's marital problems. Burton questioned, "Who's gonna take care of your kid?" referring to Michael getting Sasha pregnant, to which Duel replied, "You." Burton playfully responded, "Why? I've already raised you, I don't want another." It's difficult to determine whether Burton is a fan of the Sasha/Jason combination because he was kidding about the entire narrative. Nonetheless, it's evident that both Anderson and Burton would love nothing more than to have Duel return to the soap someday, and potentially share a storyline again with Sasha. GH spoilers, did Selena Wu cast a spell on Curtis? General Hospital teasers suggest that Selena Wu will return to the canvas in 2025, which could signal trouble for Curtis Ashford. Co-head writers Elizabeth Corte and Chris Van Etten said that Selena will appear in an important new storyline, and we have all the juicy information for you here. General Hospital spoilers, Selena Wu returns. The writers spoke with TV Insider to give fans a hint of what they can expect in the new year. Selena strikes a deal that will have troublesome repercussions for the Ashfords. Selena is a mobstress with a ruthless streak, so if she has it out for the family, they better get their ducks in order. Curtis had previously permitted her to conduct her poker games at his club, the Savoy, but following his accident, his father Marshall Ashford came to his defense. Pops is currently on tour with Wynton Marsalis, so Curtis will have to face Ms. Wu on his own. Can he handle it? GH spoilers, Selena Wu stirs up trouble. Explosive show spoilers suggest that Curtis will be compelled to associate with Selena again, which cannot be good. This will not sit well with his wife, Portia Robinson. We also see the possibility of trouble for Portia now that Selena's nephew Brad Cooper has returned to the GH lab, where he might cause difficulties for the head of staff if Selena wishes. This means that Portia and Curtis may find themselves at odds, putting their marriage in jeopardy. General Hospital spoilers: Brad Cooper and Selena Wu are up to no good on the December 26th episode. Fans saw Sonny Corinthos grip his chest in distress, and it appears that he is in for a terrible sickness, which may coincide with Selena's return. We believe that once word gets out, Selena will not hesitate to take advantage of Sonny's situation. And if she can blackmail Curtis by threatening Portia, things will get bad quickly. General Hospital spoilers: what will happen next in Port Charles, New York? Let's face it, Slinky Selena is a delightfully charming menace who deserves to be brought back to the forefront. Tell us, GH fans, what you believe will bring Selena back to canvas in 2025. The truth is out: Sasha's baby bombshell surprises Michael. According to General Hospital spoilers and updates, Michael Corinthos felt apprehensive as Diane Miller urged him to give any new information that may be vital. Diane, his lawyer, is eager to avoid any unexpected events that could jeopardize her efforts to help him. General Hospital spoilers: Diane Miller encouraged Michael Corinthos to tell her everything. Diane felt compelled to press Michael to confess any additional secrets, reminding him of the dangers if he did not. Rather than reveal his involvement with Sasha Corbin, Michael excused himself for a phone call and contacted Sasha to arrange a rendezvous. When he eventually meets with her from December 30th to January 3rd, he intends to discuss the impending custody struggle. If the truth about his affair came out, it may compromise his case, thus he considered withholding this knowledge from Willow Corinthos and others. However, he may find it necessary to confide in Diane, knowing that she is obligated to keep it confidential. GH spoilers: Michael Corinthos may inform Sasha Gilmore that he will reveal their tryst to Diane Miller. Michael may inform Sasha that he intends to update Diane about their overnight tryst. However, Sasha may soon become apprehensive about the impending custody battle and the secrets she has been harboring. Michael is likely to emphasize his strong affection for his children, emphasizing that he would never abandon them. He may dwell on the time he lost with Wiley Corinthos as an infant, grieving that he would never be able to regain those moments. For the time being, Michael's primary goal is to be actively involved in Wiley and Amelia Corinthos' lives as they progress. General Hospital spoilers: a baby bombshell. Michael has the opportunity to pile on the guilt if he expresses his unshakable desire to be a father to his children. With Sasha bearing his child, would she be able to keep her thoughts to herself? According to future spoilers, Michael will receive a surprise in the January 2nd episode. He's about to receive some unexpected news, most likely from Sasha. While she may be pondering a transfer to the Hamptons, this does not sound that stunning. Sasha seemed to be preparing to make a shocking confession about her own pregnancy. GH spoilers: Sasha Gilmore must come clean to Michael Corinthos. Sasha may explain she has no expectations from Michael and is willing to take on the task of raising the child alone. However, she may decide that it is best to be honest with Michael and ensure that he has all of the information. While she is careful not to undermine his chances for custody, she may also sense that his marriage to Willow is on thin footing. This knowledge may make her more inclined to announce that she is expecting Michael's child, allowing him to determine his level of engagement. Regardless of how everything plays out, our GH predictions indicate that things are set to get much more convoluted in the following episodes, so keep watching. Risa Dorkin and GH's Amy Driscoll discuss serious health issues. General Hospital spoilers and updates state that Risa Dorkin, GH's gossipy nurse Amy Driscoll, has not appeared on the program in a long time. Risa recently posted on social media her 8-month journey to get accurate diagnosis for her medical issues, and she is now, luckily, on the mend. General Hospital spoilers: a true mystery diagnosis in need of a real-life Dr. Gregory House. Unfortunately, the Discovery Channel's series Mystery Diagnosis has been off the air for some years, else Risa would have made a fantastic subject for an episode. Dr. Gregory House, played by Hugh Laurie, an experienced diagnostician, was not genuine. In fact, a real-life Hamilton Finn would have been useful for Risa. However, for an inordinately long time, she went without being diagnosed or treated for a variety of ailments. Risa experienced tremendous hurdles over the Christmas break, as the actress said that she had been battling with ongoing health issues that required a hospital visit. Fortunately, she looks to be in good spirits, sharing with her admirers the story of her more than 8-month search for a diagnosis, which ended with clarity and surgery. GH spoilers: Risa Dorkin shared her healthcare journey on Instagram on December 29. Dorkin took to Instagram to share a sequence of images from her hospital stay and recovery at home, beginning with a reassuring remark. "First, I'm doing well. My journey of over 8 months to find a diagnosis reached a turning point during Christmas week in the hospital." She reflected on the numerous scans, tests, and procedures she endured in her quest to uncover the source of her pain, admitting, "I had nearly come to terms with it all. Only because they told me to," she insisted, "but I know my body better than anyone else. The agony was excruciating, and I knew it wasn't normal. So I sought help at a different hospital, and they truly listened. A heartfelt thank you to UCLA for your professionalism, care, and kindness." General Hospital spoilers: Risa Dorkin endured several surgeries on her path to wellness, encourages advocating for one's health. The soap opera actress thanked the nurses and doctors who assisted her, as well as her husband Beau Clark. She encouraged followers to advocate for themselves if they sense anything is amiss. "Even if physicians don't uncover anything right away, we have answers and are recovering because I stuck up for myself. It can be difficult for healthcare practitioners to take you seriously when they review your file, observe mental health issues, do testing, and claim nothing is wrong. It's just your anxiety," Dorkin added. Dorkin, 34, expressed that scans can be deceiving and that there could be a significant issue inside her before wishing everyone a healthy 2025. Supporters shared their own experiences and wished her a speedy recovery. The third GH victim has been revealed. Valentin is a fatal target, and Sunny is in critical condition. According to General Hospital teasers, Trina Robinson invited Kai Taylor to the gallery to show him the beauty of her favorite piece of art. Kai confessed struggled to concentrate on the painting since he was so captivated by Trina herself. Lucas Jones visited Charlie's pub and complimented Christina Corinthos Davis on her work there. Christina gave over a photo of Wiley Corinthos when he was younger, which she found while clearing out a desk. After providing details on his last confrontation with Willow Corinthos and Drew Quartermain, Lucas stated Ava Jerome got him out of there. Lucas described how Ava had assisted him and how they had talked about the difficulty of losing a kid. The conversation finally went to the gallery and whether Ava would be able to keep it due to her new financial difficulties. Christina appeared to be quite interested in what she had studied. At GH, Elizabeth Baldwin informed Lucky Spencer that he didn't have to stay to support her. Liz played down her planned meeting with Portia Robinson and Terry Randolph, but Dee Dee Clark shocked her by participating in the medical record review. Because the hospital's legal lawyer was present at this conference, Elizabeth pressed for answers and discovered that Dex Heller's autopsy revealed that an overdose of digitalis caused his deadly heart attack. It was the same thing that happened to Sam McCall, therefore Elizabeth, the lead nurse on duty at the time, was questioned. Rick Lansing arrived and stated that he was Elizabeth's lawyer, so he attempted to hustle her out of the room and end the discussion. However, Liz discovered a third patient who may be linked to all of this, an old woman named Sylvie Mullen, who died in August under identical circumstances. Elizabeth discovered that Sylvie's body could be excavated and that she would be suspended if she did not provide answers immediately. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos visited with Alexis Davis, who gave him some favorable tidings on his custody case, as Ava may no longer have the funds to fight him over Avery Corinthos. Alexis also pressed Sonny to take Charlie's away from Christina, fearing it would raise money laundering problems. Sonny insisted the firm was clean, but Alexis was still concerned about mafia drama and the FBI's investigation. Alexis was forced to give up because Sonny refused to return Charlie to Christina. At the boxing gym, Isaiah Gannon encouraged Lucky and offered ideas on how to help Liz. Later, Sonny worked out alone and gripped his chest, indicating some obvious heart difficulties. Sonny continued to squirm in anguish after he slid to the ring floor. Lucky showed up at Charlie's expecting to fill the bartender position, and Christina appeared on board, encouraging him to make her a drink. Over with Ava, she arrived at Laura Collins, looking for assistance now that her divorce settlement had been taken away, but Laura could do nothing. Ava went to Alexis' office next, but the door slammed in her face. Valentin Cassadine requested a moment alone with Lulu Spencer at a Prague cafe, so Charlotte Cassadine waited nearby. Despite Lulu's efforts to persuade Valentin that his daughter should not be on the run, Valentin remained skeptical that Charlotte would be safer in Port Charles. Valentin surprised Lulu by revealing that Charlotte was shot while in a coma. Valentin discussed the intruder confusion with Anna Devane and how it all happened. Even still, Lulu was concerned about the danger Charlotte would face if whatever was hunting Valentin caught up with him. Lulu was also concerned that if something bad happened to Valentin, Charlotte would blame herself. When Dante Falconeri emerged at Charlotte's table, he offered to accompany her back to Port Charles if she desired. Valentin was furious when he saw Dante and suspected Lulu of setting him up, but she denied it. Valentin suspected the cops were on their way, but Dante insisted on coming alone. Valentin was still concerned that Dante had led someone directly to them, and spectators outside could see a sniper taking aim at Valentin through the window. According to General Hospital spoilers, a serious situation is about to unfold, so stay tuned. Explosive drama unfolds in Port Charles, a week of surprises, tension, and heartbreak. As the end of 2024 approaches, the citizens of Port Charles are caught up in a web of secrets, betrayals, and life-changing decisions. This week promises thrilling scenes as Valentin Cassadine confronts his history, Elizabeth Baldwin fights to clear her identity, and Michael Corinthos deals with surprising truths. Let's take a look at the twists and turns that viewers may expect this week on the renowned ABC soap series. A mother's mission, Lulu confronts Valentin in Prague. Lulu Spencer has been separated from her daughter, Charlotte, for the past 4 years, and she fights every day to alter that. Determined to reconcile with her child, Lulu goes on a perilous voyage to Prague, where Charlotte is cared for by Valentin Cassadine. When Lulu walks into a tiny cafe buried away in the center of the city, she notices Charlotte sitting by the window and her heart skips a beat. The reunion is emotional, with tears and hugs, but the happiness is fleeting. Charlotte, while pleased to see her mother, appears ambivalent. Years apart have created a divide that is difficult to bridge. Just as Lulu begins to voice her desire to bring Charlotte back to Port Charles, the cafe door swings open and Valentin enters. His demeanor is both powerful and cautious. He welcomes Lulu in an unnervingly polite manner, but the tension between them is evident. Valentin's carefully chosen comments are a combination of subtle guilt trip and emotional manipulation directed at Charlotte. Charlotte, torn between her parents' desires, struggles to make a choice. Lulu's frustration grows as Valentin's influence over Charlotte becomes clear. Charlotte makes her decision at the end of the week, but the consequences may be beyond her control. Forces beyond the family's control could disrupt everything, leaving Lulu and Valentin to deal with the consequences. Elizabeth Baldwin's uphill battle, the truth about Dex Heller's death. Back in Port Charles, Elizabeth Baldwin is facing one of her most difficult challenges yet. Liz's professional reputation is on shaky ground after being removed from patient care. The toxicology report for Dex Heller, a patient who sadly died in her care, bears striking similarities to the case of Sam McCall, whose unexpected death devastated the hospital months before. Liz meets with her close confidant, Terry Randolph, who delivers the disturbing news. The toxicology report reveals a digitalis overdose, which is strikingly similar to Sam's situation. The evidence appears to be devastating, with Liz as the common denominator. However, Liz's senses tell her that there is more to the story. She is determined to find out the truth and prove her innocence, despite rumors of suspicion among her coworkers. Meanwhile, Liz is under constant inspection from legal representatives, especially Dee Dee Clark, making her feel cornered and betrayed. With her job and freedom on the line, Liz decides to investigate Dex's death herself, unearthing a trail of evidence pointing to foul play. Can Liz uncover the truth before she loses everything she's worked for? A baby bombshell, Sasha Gilmore's shocking revelation. As if the week wasn't dramatic enough, Sasha Gilmore makes a life-changing statement to Michael Corinthos. After weeks of inner agony, Sasha eventually admits she's pregnant. The revelation catches Michael off guard, prompting him to reconsider his objectives. Sasha's confession further complicates Michael's already turbulent existence. With his breakup from Willow Tate still fresh and unresolved, Michael must now evaluate what this means for their joint custody of their children. Sasha, meanwhile, is considering leaving Port Charles for a fresh start in the Hamptons, which might complicate matters further. Maxie Jones is essential in Sasha's decision-making process, encouraging her to stay in town and rely on the support of her friends. However, Sasha remains torn. Will Michael's reactions to her pregnancy influence her decision? And how does this affect Willow and the Corinthos family dynamic? High-stakes rescue, Anna Devane saves Valentin from a deadly plot. During the growing drama, Anna Devane finds herself in a life-or-death position with Valentin. While in Prague, Anna discovers Jack Brennan's diabolical scheme to eliminate Valentin. Brennan, armed with a sniper and poised for the ideal shot, is just about to pull the trigger when Anna steps in. In a bold and determined action, Anna incapacitates Brennan with her taser, sparing Valentin's life. Regardless of their tangled history, Anna's steadfast loyalty to Valentin is highlighted by the act. However, the experience leaves Valentin frightened and wondering who is behind the assassination attempt. Is this the work of a rival Cassadine, or is someone else controlling the situation? A health crisis for Sonny Corinthos. The Corinthos family is in for a fright this week as Sonny Corinthos has a medical problem while boxing at the gym. The renowned crime boss grips his chest in distress before falling, raising instant concerns among those around him. Sonny is transported to General Hospital, where doctors work to establish the source of his discomfort. As Sonny's family gathers at his bedside, tensions rise. Cyrus Renault's shadow lingers over the hospital, raising concerns that Sonny's health problem is not a normal occurrence. Could Cyrus be seizing this opportunity to attack his longtime adversary? Sonny's vulnerability puts him in danger, making his loved ones to question if this marks the end of the Corinthos dynasty. What does the future hold? This week's events foreshadow heated confrontations and shocking revelations in the coming weeks. Will Lulu be successful in bringing Charlotte back to Port Charles, or will Valentin keep his hold on their daughter? Can Elizabeth clear her reputation before the weight of suspicion devastates her career and spirit? How will Michael and Sasha handle the challenges of their unexpected pregnancy? What happens next for Anna and Valentin following the botched assassination attempt? Will Sonny recover, or does this mark the start of a new chapter for the Corinthos family? Port Charles is a community where secrets do not stay hidden for long, and the ramifications of every decision are felt throughout the lives of its citizens. Tune in to witness how these fascinating narratives play out, and prepare for an emotional roller coaster as 2024 comes to a conclusion. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.